This year I made a conscious decision not to have any New Year's or commit to any New Year's resolutions, basically. And primarily I did that because, I'm gonna just be honest, I never follow through. I never really think my New Year's resolutions through. Like I don't. I have an idea of what I want to get accomplished, and at the start of the year. At the start of the year, I'm amped, and I'm like, okay, this is what I want to get done. However, if I can be transparent, I don't fully think them all the way through. And so when I don't, get the results that I want based off of the New Year's resolution that I committed in my mind to myself, I just get sometimes I get so down, like, dang, why can't I fulfill this resolution since I was the one that said this is what I was gonna do. So this year, what I've done instead is I am creating strategies around my goals that helps me change my habits and my behaviors to get to the result that I want to achieve throughout the year based off of my goals. So yes, resolutions, to me, sometimes resolutions can be short term, like next year, like I used to say, like next year I'm going to do this different, or next year, as new year, new me, baby. You know how we do, new year, new me. What does that mean? That's all I would be saying. Oh, come next year, I'm not going to be putting up with all this. Okay, what are you not putting up with? So you know what I'm saying? Like, I never really got specific and thought it all the way through. I just made a blanket statement for a New Year's resolution that I didn't follow through with. So yes, this video is about no to resolutions, and yes to change behaviors and habits. Let's go. Hey Boss Beauties, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Laketta. And if you are new to this channel, I help you create goals, crush them, and look damn good while doing it, all while changing your mindset from lack to abundance. So yes, we're talking about me, basically me, probably you too, saying no to New Year's resolutions and yes to change habits and behaviors, because at the end of the day, that's where it counts. It counts where, like, what your habits and your behaviors are. If you had habits and behaviors in the previous year that did not get you the results that you wanted to get to the end result of your goals, then maybe we need to start there first. So I just have a couple of tips that I want to go through with you that so far working with me. I started implementing them last year, but I just wanted to do a video come this new year about the things that I myself have changed, and I hope that it helps you as well. So like I was mentioning, the reason why I'm not doing any New Year's resolutions this year, or probably any future years, God willing that I'm alive, is because I never fully think them out, like think them through. They're more so like blanket statements, and I find that even with some of the people that I've spoken to in passing, when I was, thinking about resolutions and things like that, whether or not I wanted to have a resolution, whether or not I wanted to do something completely different this year, I just started having just conversations with, family, friends, just acquaintances and things like that. And it was like the common denominator was that we all make blanket statements, and then we don't really think the resolution through. It sounds good. It sounds like, okay, we finna up it up this year, okay? We finna mess it up. But how are we gonna do that? Like, what's the strategy to get that done? So that is something that we haven't fully thought through. And like me and most of the people that I spoke to is, when the new year comes, we are vibrating high. We are very sure that we're going to get it accomplished. But give it 2 weeks, baby. Give it 2 weeks. And you like, Girl, I can take a break today. Like I can take a break today. I've been good for 2 weeks. Like, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's losing weight. I don't care if it's not cussing. If you declare and decree that you ain't gonna cuss somebody out this year. If you said, you know what, this year I'm gonna start fixing myself up more, getting out the house, meeting new people, you know, being more involved in the community. Whatever it is, give it 2 weeks. And you're like, if you don't have a strategy behind how to keep it going and how to implement it as a lifestyle, because that's all habits and behaviors are, is lifestyle changes. But if you don't have a strategy and you just have that resolution, that blanket statement, girl, 2 weeks. 2 weeks, okay? I done been there. I done been there. Even though I'm a small girl, I can get heavy on the bottom. So when that does happen, I'll be like, you know what? I'm finna go on a watch. New year, new me. Watch. I'm finna do it. I'm finna lose about 3 to 5 pounds. 3 to 5 pounds. Girl, 2 weeks, I'd be like, dang, that honey bun do look good. Sam's had a sale on them honey buns. And you start making excuses, and you start being in the store, and you start like persuading yourself, like, you know, negotiating with yourself at the store. Like, you know what? You was good for 2 weeks. I mean, you can buy them in bulk. You won't, I mean, you ain't gonna eat them like that anyway. So, like, you just start doing stuff like that. So, okay, y'all finna lie. So y'all just saying it to me? Y'all be lying. Anyway, so I've decided that this year I am going to look more so at the strategy of the things that I want to accomplish this year, meaning, i.e., my goals. And what is the end result? What is the end result of that goal? What is the accomplishment? And I'm gonna start there, and then I'm gonna work my way back. When I say I'm gonna work my way back, I'm looking at my behaviors, my mindsets, how I do everything every single day. What am I doing every day? Is it truly getting me to the next step? You feel me? So these are just some of my tips that I've created, and I have some notes here so I don't lose track. So y'all bear with me, okay? All right. 1, no more excuses. This year, you cannot allow yourself to have another excuse. Excuses only sound good to the people that's telling the excuse. So what that basically means is that, you know what, if you have a goal in mind, whether it's business, whether it's relational, whether it's, you know, on your job to go after another position at your job, whether it's to, you know, get outside in the sun or to do more yard work, I don't care what the goal is. You cannot allow yourself to make excuses, because there is a reason why it's still a goal this year. And that's because either you didn't have the habits and the behaviors to get you to the result that you needed for that goal last year, or you just made excuses as to why you didn't need to accomplish it, which falls right in alignment with procrastination. And listen, I'm big on it as well. That's why I say these are my tips that I've implemented starting last year, and I'm hoping that this does help you take what you can, what will sit well with you, and what you think that you need to change. Like, girl, I got it. Do what you will. This is just me telling you what I've done to get to the results that I need to get to this year. So for myself, I am not allowing myself any more excuses. Last year, my grandmother passed away. My grandmother passed away on July 28th of last year, and that, number one, took me by surprise. It was very unexpected for her to pass away. And grief is just tricky, you know. Grief is tricky. And even in the moments where I didn't feel like I was having the feelings of grief, I was still using grief as an excuse, if that makes sense, to not get done some of the things that I needed to get done. So this year I can't do that. I have to change my behaviors and my habits. And even though I am still grieving my grandmother, I have to create a strategy around that, that's going to help me still move forward and get to the end results of the goals that I have created for myself and my business and my family. So I would say for you, if you are the type that, you're making excuses, whether they're minor excuses or big ones that's just screaming at you right now, girl, we don't have time to make excuses. You got to be honest with yourself, and you got to get honest with you. You got to hold yourself accountable. I can only do so much in front of this camera, but you are at your house, you are at your gym, you are at your job, you are in your office, at home, trying to do your thing with your business, trying to grow your business. And girl, hold up, I felt like something was getting in my eye, girl. But you know the things and your behaviors that's keeping you from achieving the things that you need to achieve on a daily basis. So I'm going to say, hold yourself accountable. Make a note to yourself. I don't care if you put it on a Post-it note and put it in your bathroom or wherever you frequent in your house a lot. Put something up that says, hey, Laketta, or use your name, whatever your name is, me, no excuses today. Get it done. Make it happen. Like, baby, you got to hold yourself accountable. I know what that feels like to make excuses, and I also know what it feels like to hold myself accountable. So I know when I'm falling off from doing that and leaning more on the excuses versus holding myself accountable. Number 2 is to discipline yourself. Me and my good friend, we were talking about this. I think we talk about it every day, actually. It is about disciplining ourselves in certain areas of our lives. So you have to have discipline in anything that you do. Even me as a mother, I have to have discipline to be able to mother my kids and to nurture my kids in a loving manner, to be present for them, to not be having my head everywhere when they're speaking to me. Of course, I know me as a mom. As a single mom, I have so many thoughts going on at one time. And sometimes when you already know, your kids is just like, your kids can know how to get on your nerves. But I've learned to check myself. I've learned, and that's when I'm checking myself, that's me disciplining myself. So whenever my sons or daughter is asking me, a question, I don't care what I'm doing, I know how to pause and inwardly say, okay, Laketta, you need to pay attention. They're asking you a question. And not just continue to do what I'm doing because I just feel like what I'm doing is so much more important than what they have going on. I have learned to discipline myself and inwardly say, okay, Laketta, pause for a second. They're asking you a question. I discipline myself with getting my day started every day. I don't have anyone here to say, hey, Laketta, you need to work your business today. Hey, let's chop, let's get to it. No, I don't have that. Laketta has to do that. So every morning that I get up, I had even started slacking with the time frame that I was getting up. So you know what I did? I said, you know what? I'm not going to use the alarm on my phone because your phone is right here by your nightstand, and you'll hit that snooze and you'll keep it going. I went and I purchased me on Amazon an actual alarm clock, and I put it away from my bed, so it forces me to get out of bed to turn it off. So by the time I get out of my bed, walk a couple of steps to turn it off, I'm awake now. Like, I'm out the bed because I got to get out the bed to turn off the alarm. So these are ways that I have learned to discipline myself. I can't go to every scene. Everything that I'm invited to, in order for me to get my goals completed and get to the end results of what I'm trying to accomplish in life and in my year, I can't be on every scene. I have to pick and choose what's beneficial for me. I don't care if it's a family gathering. I don't care if it's, you know, just going out with my girlfriends, or even sometimes going somewhere with my boyfriend. I have to, you know, be honest and say, hey, I can't do that today. This is what I have going on, and this is what I'm trying to get accomplished. You have to pick and choose. You have to just discipline yourself. You know what it is that you're trying to get accomplished. So only you can say, this might be something I need to sit out today, and this might be something I can go to. Maybe I have the room to go to that now, because now I've gotten some kind of, you know, leeway on towards the end result of my goal. So now maybe I could actually do what it is that I need to do, right? So you just have to pick and choose, like you just have to pick and choose, like, what's beneficial for you at the time. When it comes down to disciplining myself, I discipline myself in every area of my life. I discipline myself in my business. I discipline myself as a parent, you know, me as being a parent. I discipline myself with my meals. I discipline myself with my fitness. Like, it's a lifestyle for me. So in every area of my life, I have to learn how to discipline myself. You know, I'm an adult, and I need to know, hey, this might be something you need to chill with. Like, just chill out for a second, versus always go because you can. And just like I tell my kids, I tell them the same thing to myself. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. So I always have to just think about my goals and what I have going on, if it's beneficial to me. Because I don't need to be on every scene. I don't need to, you know, do what everybody else is wanting to do. You know, sometimes I might want to just chill at home. That's me disciplining myself, saying, hey, let's just chill at home. And that brings me to point number 3. Prioritize your mental health. There is going to be nothing that you can accomplish this year if you don't have a healthy mental space. Whatever that means for you. It could be meaning just sitting down still because you're always on the go, you're always moving. Maybe it just means checking yourself and sitting still. Maybe it means going to talk to a therapist for you. Maybe it means getting outside, getting you a little vitamin D from the sun, going for a walk, getting in nature. Whatever mental health means for you, I need you to do that. Your mental health is important. There's no you if you're not mentally stable. You got me? Like, you have to check that. So my rule of thumb, like, I was doing it every 30 days, but I've been finding myself checking with myself on a weekly basis with asking myself, Laketta, how do you feel today? Are you happy today? And if it's a no for any of those questions that I ask myself, then that's when, for me, how I keep my mental health together is through journaling. Because it releases out so much, because I free write. I write as if nobody's going to read my journal. So I just brain dump, and whatever the answer is, if it's a no, I'm going to write out why it's a no for me. Why do I feel in that moment that I'm not happy? Why in that moment do I feel that I'm not okay? So for you, whatever that is, it could be burning candles, aromatherapy, sitting in a bubble bath. It could be going to get a massage. It could be just simply going on a date night with your boo. I don't know what that is for you. I don't know how you prioritize your mental health, but I know how I prioritize my mental health. Every quarter, I need a massage. Quietness for me, because I'm a mom and I'm busy all the time. I need to be still sometimes. Sometimes I need nobody to ask me a question. Sometimes I need to go on do not disturb because I don't have the capacity to even answer a call, because I just need to collect my thoughts. I need to replenish my battery because I'm being drained just by the everyday processes of being a parent, being a business owner, being, you know, just out here. It's a lot of energy, and just the way that the world is, you know. Some of you may need to just take a break from off of social media. The shit is draining. Like, it is. It is what it is. So whatever that is, prioritize your mental health. Number 4, create a strategy. So whatever your goals are this year, I want you to take out pen and paper, and I want you to write down what the end result, write down what the goal is, right? So whether or not it's to start a business. I always like to say to start a business because I'm always trying to push somebody to start a business. So I always use start a business. So because there are so many gifts, girl, inside of you that you, girl, you could be making you a little side money, okay? Anyway, create a strategy, write down on your paper whatever your goal is. And then whatever your goal is, that's basically what your end result is. So if it's to start a business, say for instance, you want to start a candle business, just let's say candle, okay? You want to start a candle business, okay. Now, you know you want to start the business. Maybe you haven't even started doing your research. Write down the first 3 things that you need to do to move closer to starting your business. If you don't know anything about starting a candle business, maybe you want to get on Google, you know, and research how to start a candle business, you know. What products will you need? What's going to be the name for your business? Like, just write down the first 3 things, because I'm telling you, once you take the first 3 actionable steps towards your goal, it is going to fuel you, and that's when you're going to get your motivation. The motivation does not come with you sit and think about it. The motivation comes with your doing what it is in that very moment on that strategy plan that you have. That's why I'm big on strategies, right? So if, let's say for instance, also sticking with the candle business, if you want to start a candle business, what will that take for you to do that? Meaning your current habits and behaviors. What will you need to change? Can you sit there and watch Netflix whenever you get ready? Probably not. Will you be able to just go out? You can. But when you want to start a business from the ground up, baby, I'm telling you, it is blood, sweat, and tears, honey. I don't know how else to tell you. I'm not the person to sugarcoat. Anybody that knows me will tell you I don't sugarcoat anything. I'm gonna give it to you 100%, sometimes 1,000, sometimes 1,000,000, just depending on how you need to hear it. But to start a business is blood, sweat, and tears, honey. So you have to look at your current habits and behaviors. Sometimes you don't even know what habits and behaviors it will take for you to start a business. So what I also recommend is journaling. Keeping a journal with you every day. From the time that you wake up, boom, write down what time you woke up. Okay? What did you do after you woke up? Did you grab your phone? Did you pray? Did you write in a journal? Did you go to get your shower? Did you wake the kids up? What does that look like? That way you can go back on pen and paper and say, okay, you know what? I need to change this. If I want to start a business and I need to do more research, I need to start, at least looking at what the names are, like what my state is going to require for me to start my business, and I have kids, and my kids get up at this time, and I have to wake them up at this time, maybe I need to get up at this time, you know. It's about sacrifice, just like us as parents and as everyday people sacrificing for the things that we want and desire. It's about sacrifice. So create a strategy around your goals and look at your habits and behaviors to see what it is that you need to change. And number 5, be honest with yourself first. I say be honest with yourself first because a lot of times we just be looking at what other people are doing, and we are feeding off of other people's energy, and this thing worked for them. Oh, I'm finna go after the bag. It's okay for you to go after the bag, but me, I go after what God placed down in my spirit. Everybody who knows me know I'm a believer of Jesus Christ, okay? I am not quiet or silent about it, baby. I'm out here, okay, about it. So whatever it is that he has downloaded in me to do, that's how I take action every day. But I'm always honest with me first. If I can't be honest with me, why would somebody else want to be honest with me? Why would somebody else want to invest in the things that I'm doing and wanting to do? You know? So I have to be honest with me first. So when it comes down to like my business, I have multiple businesses. One of my first businesses, and that's dear and near to my heart, is my Maki Beauty brand. And if you haven't gone over to the Maki Beauty channel, make sure you do so. Anyway, shameless plug. But I've been, for the past year and a half, creating my own skincare line from the ground up. You know, I've taken a break from doing makeup and things like that because I am so hyper focused, and my passion is healthy skin and just health overall, that I wanted to have something that can reach global masses, that can help maintain healthy skin, so that your makeup is just an option, baby, and you don't have to wear a lot of it because your skin is popping, baby, okay? Anyway, but yes, I have to even be honest with myself when I'm creating my products. I say, okay, Laketta, why are you creating a serum? Who is this serum for? Is it for, are you creating it for more money in your business? Like, what are you creating it for? I'm honest with myself in every area of my life. When it came down to like even me dating and things like that, like what is it that you're looking for? Would you, like I used to ask myself, would you date you? If no, girl, what do you need to do? You need to start with you. You need to start seeing what it is. Why wouldn't you date you? List it out. Is your attitude nasty? You still think in a lack mindset? You still having self-sabotaging thoughts? What is it? You still triggered by certain things from your past relationship? What, like, you have to be honest with yourself first before anybody else is going to be honest with you and want to invest in whatever it is that you got going on. So I just wanted to stop through here real quick at the start of the year. I just wanted to let you know that, girl, I'm not doing resolutions this year. I am saying yes to change habits and behaviors, and I hope that you do so as well. If you haven't already done so, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel so that way you are notified every time that I release a video, and leave a positive comment, and do not forget to always aspire to inspire someone each and every day. Also, if you don't have a journal, we do have the Confidence on Stilettos journals now. I have them on Amazon. I have them on my website too, but the links will be in the description below. So if you want to get you a journal and you feel the need to get a journal, girl, yes, because it's time to get these goals popping and the strategies popping, okay? So until next time, y'all have a beautiful day, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one.